What's up, Tube? Welcome back to Low Guido's Chop Shop, the second best gel blaster channel on the tube. Tube, with tubey tubes, in tube fashion, with tube things. And time for a story. I have an apartment and it had some sort of leak. And the floor was wet and we couldn't find where the leak was coming from, and we got plumbers in and they cut holes in the walls to check the pipes and all sorts of stuff, and basically I ended up with an apartment with a whole bunch of holes cut into the walls. And I found myself one day with a bunch of gyprock and plastering knives and stuff, just patching the walls up in my apartment. Which, I'm not a plasterer, I don't know what I'm doing, but I give it a crack, try and patch my walls up, and it was not an enjoyable exercise, and so I thought, while I'm patching my walls up here, I'll put a podcast on and listen to some Kamikaze. And so I put Cam's podcast on and I started listening to Cam's podcast, and he was talking to Dan from Phyre Apparel. And Phyre Apparel make a lot of the Speedsoft jerseys that you see the Speedsoft teams playing in, like the Nationals and SSA and all that sort of competition gel blaster sport, and they've all got these cool sort of jerseys that they wear with their team emblems and names and stuff. And I always kind of I wanted to have one of those jerseys. I'm not in a team. I have played some speedball, and I do enjoy it. I don't categorize myself into a single category. I've always sort of, I guess, grown up in the gel ball world as someone who's trying to simulate some sort of military-esque situation where you have a game where there's some sort of goal and a couple of teams both trying to achieve a goal. And I wouldn't call it milsim, but I definitely wouldn't call it speedsoft. But it's somewhere in between, where there's a milsimish sort of milsim light, perhaps not like the full, I don't know, 2-day or 12-hour milsim type things, but more towards the milsim side of things than the speedball side of things. But I definitely do enjoy a good game of speedball as well. In fact, I enjoy anything with gel blasters, to be honest. I just enjoy it, and so I kind of wanted to get myself a team jersey, even though I'm not on a team. I don't play for a team, and I just felt like if I was going to play Speedsoft, I wanted to have like something I can wear so I could fit in with, the Speedy Boys, fit in with the boys. And I never knew who I would approach to get this thing made, and I never knew how you would even go about getting a jersey made. Like, I'm not a designer, I don't know how to design jerseys, but I knew I wanted one. And so on this podcast, Cam was talking to Dan from Phyre Apparel about the jerseys, and I'm like, oh, right. So this is the guy I got to talk to get my jerseys made. And I think a day later, after I'd finished patching up my plaster and listening to the podcast, a day later, Phyre Apparel posted a picture on one of the Facebook pages, and it looked like a skull with a mask. And I'm like, well, my logo is a skull with a mask, and add some cleavers into that, and we got a design. I'm like, I would buy that. I'll buy that. Anyway, so I contacted Dan and got myself this, and it's also, I don't know if you can read it, but it's got written on the packaging, congratulations on 20k, Dan and the Phyre apparel team. So like, not only did they make my apparel, but they also added the personal touch onto the package for me. Now this is my jersey, and let's have a look. I haven't opened it yet. I've opened the bag and sort of looked at it, but I haven't actually gotten the jersey out of this bag yet. So this is the first time opening it for me. So you can see here, we've got my skull and mask and Cleaver's logo there, and you can see there's green in there as well, a bit of green, and that's if you've been watching my videos from way back in the day, that's a bit of a throwback to when I used to do accuracy tests on VCans. I just set up like a little shooting gallery of just VCans, and it was like, so it's VCan green, so that's a bit of a throwback to that. And here is my Guido's Chop Shop Phyre Apparel Speed Soft Gel Ball jersey, and it looks good. It feels good. Like I've never had a Speed Soft jersey, so I don't really know what they're supposed to look or feel like, but it actually feels really light. So it is long sleeve, but it feels quite light. So I don't think, it almost feels like silky. It's not silk, but like it's got that silky feel about it. And I think even on a hot day running around playing Speed Soft, I don't think you're gonna get too hot wearing this, which is good. This is obviously the front, and on the back we of course have number 2 for the second best gel tube, and my little original logo. That is super cool. I'm super stoked, and Phyre Apparel have a minimum order quantity of 5, so I had to order 5, and the other 4 are going out. Some of them have already gone out, but the rest of them are going out to my my top supporters on YouTube, and you guys already know who you are, but yeah, I'm gonna be getting these out to you as soon as possible. This is really cool. I want to put it on and try it on, but I'm not going to do that on camera because nobody wants to see that. Yeah, I'm stoked. I love it. Thank you very much, Phyre Apparel, and thank you, Dan. Thanks, Cam, as well, because I wouldn't have known who to talk to if I didn't listen to Cam's podcast. So what I'm going to do, I'm going to throw a link in the description down to I'll put Cam's podcast. I'll put Phyre Apparel website logo address in there, and oh yeah, and I'll put my buy me a coffee link in there as well. Shout outs to those of you who have bought me a coffee. We got Adam Hoy, Humorous Hubris, Someone, Anonymous, Da, Bunt, Justin, all have bought me a coffee. Cheers, shout outs to you guys. Also, if any of you guys are keen on getting your hands on one of these Low Guido's Chop Shop jerseys, let me know down in the comments, because there's a minimum order quantity of 5. So if there's another 5 people who are interested in buying one of these jerseys, if I can get another 5 people, I can run another order. It's just a bit tricky with different sizes and stuff, because I need to know what size to order prior to ordering, if that makes sense. Anyway, if you're super keen, I can do another run, but I didn't think that there'd be heaps of people interested, so I just got the minimum order in a few sizes, and those ones are going to go out to my supporters. But if you are super keen, hit me up in the comments, because I can do another run if necessary. Alright, thanks for watching, guys. Catch you next time. Peace.